Hi, so kita akan continue chapter 12.2 thermal expansion. Okay, so dalam ni kita akan belajar pasal how your object is going to expand due to the change in the temperature. So, thermal expansion by definition dia adalah change in the dimension of a body accompanying a change in the temperature. So, as there is difference in the temperature, maksudnya temperature sesuatu objek berubah, maka dia akan mengubah dimension of that particular body. So these changes in the objek kamu adalah disebabkan oleh change in the average separation between the atoms or molecules. So kita akan ada banyak-banyak molecules dalam satu objek kita. Okay, so perbezaan difference in the change difference in the change in the average separation between the molecules ini akan menyebabkan that thermal expansion objek kita akan lebih kembang sebab jarak antara satu molekul dengan satu lagi molekul itu is going to increase here. This is because bila mereka berada pada temperature yang ordinary, the molecule is going to vibrate with smaller amplitude. So, bila mereka bergetar dekat sini kan, one molecule is going to vibrate with smaller amplitude. As you increase the temperature, vibration becomes bigger. So, bila dia vibrate dengan besar, jarak antara dia dengan another atoms increase. So, mereka jadi lebih jauh due to they can vibrate further. Okay, this is going to lead to the expansion of the object in whole. So dalam syllabus kita, we have 3 types of thermal expansion, iaitu linear expansion, area expansion dan juga volume expansion. So the first here, we are going to look at the linear expansion. So let us consider we have a thin rod of initial length L0. So this is my rod with initial length L0 at temperature T0, iaitu T asal dia T0. So sekarang kita panaskan dia, you're going to heat to a new uniform temperature, let's say T, a new temperature. The length of the rod is going to increase. So dia jadi lebih panjang due to that process of expansion dekat sini. So dia mengembang, molekul-molekul dekat dalam sini vibrate with greater amplitude. So they are going to lead to the expansion of the object. So how much the object has been expand, maksudnya panjang dia, perbezaan panjang antara length baru dengan length yang lama akan jadi delta L is equals to L new ataupun kita panggil L minus with L initial kita, L0 kita dekat sini. Okay, based on the experiment, it is found that change in the length delta L is directly proportional to the change in the temperature delta T. So delta T dekat sini adalah T baru tolak dengan T asal dia, initial temperature kita dekat sini. Delta L pula I have written dekat sini, this one. So the expansion in the length is directly proportional to the increase, to the difference in the temperature kita. So by how much temperature increase akan directly proportional to by how much the object is going to expand. This is valid for as long as the temperature is not too large. Kalau dia terlalu besar, dia punya increase in temperature, contoh daripada 100 ke 1000 degree Celsius kan, apa yang akan jadi dekat sini adalah objek kita tak sempat pun nak kembang, objek kita akan melt terus, cair terus. So expansion tak sempat berlaku dekat sini. And then delta L is also directly proportional to the L0. For the same temperature increase, delta T, contoh, a 4 meter long iron rod will increase in length twice as much as the 2 meter long iron rod. So peningkatan dia dekat sini akan sama for the same increase in the temperature. Sebab tadi kita obey this one. Delta L is directly proportional to delta T. So kalau lah panjang dia adalah 4 meter. So kalau dia increase by 10 degree Celsius, contoh 10 degree Celsius, apa yang akan jadi adalah the same amount of increase in delta L akan berlaku for 2 meter long rod untuk increase sebanyak 10 degree Celsius. Okay, so contoh dekat sini, kalau kurang faham, Miss ulang balik bahagian sini. Alright. Contoh asal dia adalah 4 meter, this is your rod, and then delta T dia contoh 10 degree Celsius. Apa yang akan jadi, katakan dia increase by 8 meter length baru dia. So what is going to happen adalah, let's say you have another case with 2 meter rod with the same delta T. Apa yang akan jadi adalah dia akan increase sebanyak 4 meter. Ini maksud dia dekat sini. Okay, so mereka directly proportional. This is because your delta L is actually directly proportional to the delta T. Dua-dua ni counterbalance each other lah. So, what we have here is we can write this proportionality as an equation. Kita akan tulis proportionality yang kita dapat daripada eksperimen ini sebagai equation, iaitu delta L is equals to alpha L naught delta T. What is delta L here is the change in the length, new length minus initial length. And then alpha here is known as the coefficient of linear expansion. It is a constant. Kejap lagi kita tengok apa maksud dia. Coefficient of linear expansion. And then L naught here is the initial length. And then delta T here is the change in the temperature T minus T naught. Okay. Next, kita nak tengok pada what does this coefficient of linear expansion means. The coefficient of linear expansion, by definition, is the fractional increase in the length per unit rise in the temperature. Iaitu fractional increase in the length, delta L, increase in the length, per unit rise in the temperature. So, per unit rise in the temperature. Tadi dia punya fractional increase in the length ni, dia include dua-dua delta L over L naught ini. Okay, so what happened here dekat sini adalah this equation actually comes from the equation dekat atas, iaitu delta L is equals to alpha L naught delta T. Yang atas ni kalau kamu perasan benda yang sama, kita rearrange saja untuk dapatkan equation ataupun definition of alpha, iaitu coefficient of linear expansion, fractional increase in the length. This is the fractional increase in the length per unit rise in the temperature, delta T. Okay, since kita tahu delta L kita, I know my delta L is actually L baru tolak dengan L original dekat sini. Therefore, apa yang saya akan buat adalah I'm going to rearrange ataupun substitute this into the general equation asal kita, iaitu L minus L naught is equals to alpha L naught delta T. So you have L naught here and L naught here. Apa yang kita akan buat adalah we are going to simplify the equation. So I'm going to end up with L is equals to L naught plus alpha L naught delta T. So I'm going to factorize my L naught. 1 plus alpha delta T. So sekarang kita ada dua equation, iaitu L is equals to L naught bracket 1 plus alpha delta T ataupun delta L is equals to L naught alpha delta T. Bergantunglah apa informasi yang kita ada untuk kita ni. Kalau kita ada final length dan juga initial length, boleh terus guna equation ni lah. Kalau final length dan initial length dia tak bagi, dia cuma bagi tahu how much it has increased dekat sini, dan dia bagi initial length, kita boleh guna equation inilah. Bergantung pada soalan lah sebenarnya. Okay, tapi you can still find the value as you have this relationship dekat sini lah. So it doesn't matter lah nak guna equation mana pun, dua-dua pun valid dekat sini. Okay, alright. If the delta T is negative, then delta L is also negative, so the length decreases. So contohnya, kalau temperature kita dekat sini, delta L kita bernilai negatif. What does that mean adalah T final kamu is smaller than T initial, which means objek kamu undergo penyejukan dekat sini. Okay, it did not undergo, dia tak jadi panas lah. So temperature asal kamu mungkin 80 degree Celsius, temperature final kamu adalah negatif 10 degree Celsius. So what is going to happen here dekat sini adalah your object mengecut. Bila dia mengecut, length dia shrink, betul tak? So the length is going to decrease juga. L new kamu akan less daripada L naught kamu. So your delta L here will also become negative. Alright? And vice versa lah. Kalau delta T positif, maka delta L kita pun positif. The temperature change, delta T, is the same in Kelvin and degree Celsius. Maka it doesn't matter kita nak guna temperature kita in Kelvin ataupun degree Celsius, because your delta T here is going to be the same dekat sini. Change in the temperature dia sama saja dalam Kelvin ataupun degree Celsius. Okay, therefore your alpha, which is the coefficient of linear expansion, is going to have the unit dia dekat sini adalah degree per Celsius ataupun Kelvin per Kelvin lah, per degree Celsius ataupun per Kelvin. Alright. Okay, bila kita cakap pasal linear expansion, dia tak semestinya panjang rod sahaja. Okay, dia boleh jadi objek kamu adalah rod. Okay, ini panjang dia. ini akan undergo linear expansion. Begitu juga if you have a square object, this is the length of the object. One side, this is another side, dia akan undergo linear expansion juga boleh jadi. Ataupun kalau kita ada objek yang berbentuk bulat gini, ini adalah dia punya radius sebenarnya, diameter ataupun radius, ini pun boleh undergo linear expansion. Okay, so diameter dia akan mengembang dari segi sini. It doesn't matter. It depends on the question. So, apa yang penting dekat sini adalah you have to remember the equation here and also the definition. Equation ini, equation alpha kamu, unit untuk alpha jangan lupa. Ini. Alright. Itu sahaja untuk your linear expansion.